All right, kids. Today, we're headed to Yellow Springs in Ohio to go to Darkstar Comics and Books. Books and Comics. Maybe I got it backwards. It's Yellow Springs is that little town that Dave Chappelle bought. It's about 30 minutes away. And we're going to pick up some dorky Space Olympic book that Jake is making us read for Ebs. And we're going to videotape some of it. How does that sound? I'm talking to you, girl.
Get on it!
It's our first day of vacation. And we're going to the bookstore right after we drop off these shirts to one of my clients. It's raining. It's beautiful. I love a good rainy day. Don't we? Don't we all? All you book-loving people, make it rain. We don't want to see no goddamn sun around here. We're going to start off at the restaurant. There's the wonderful vegan hamburgers. You like those vegan hamburgers, honey?
I love it, I love it.
All right, we've dropped off the shirts and we've got the money. That's how it works. You print shirts, you get the money, you buy the books. You print the shirts, you get the money, you buy the books. So we got a big fat cash of envelope. We got a big fat envelope of cash here. Look at that. Bada bing, bada boom, baby. Let's go. All right, so we're on our way. We got our money. We got our dreams. Finding wonderful books. Last time we came here was with Bob Freeman. Bob Freeman and his wife.
That's cool.
They came to town, visit us. We came out here. I forget what he bought. Do you remember?
No. I have a little historical fiction thing.
Oh yeah. The voodoo, the New Orleans voodoo lady, right?
Yeah.
Yellow Springs is a little hippie town. That's where all the hippies are at. Alright, so here we are at Darkstar Books and Comics in Yellow Springs, Ohio, 237 Xenia Avenue. Gonna do a little voiceover here of the tour. So what's cool about Darkstar is they got a lot of cool hardcover first editions that you don't usually see in other stores. Of course, they got the used paperbacks. There's a big old stack of Ace doubles there. Some old westerns. The store started in 1982. Created by Mary Alice Wilson, who's a former teacher. There's a great quote from her on their website. She says, "After teaching reading for so many years to people that didn't like to read, I decided I wanted to be in a place where people appreciated reading and books." It's a very, very good reason to start a store. It started as a comic book shop and then moved into regular books. And like the Bookery in Fairborn, that we went there and did a video on them also, they do not sell new comic books. They only sell back issues. So we got some old Edgar Rice Burroughs there. Lots of Isaac Asimovs. This is the TV section. TV tie-ins. The beautiful Mission Impossible hardcover. I love that first series. $8. don't you go ahead and put that in your stack there, Brother Nick. There I am, standing in the aisles, my natural habitat. This is the mystery section. They got a good little horror section. There's a couple Arkhams. We decided we were going to get one of them. We're trying to decide which one. Viewers, which one do you think we're going to pick up? They got a small box of pulps. I think that they might have gotten this from one collector, as they are all science fiction pulps. Amazing stories, astounding, fantastic mysteries. Captain Future. So not really our thing, so we didn't get any pulps this time, but they're very something you just don't see every day, so worth the drive out there if you're into science fiction pulp. Wade showed this for King Allen. It's awful. How awful about King Allen? We got a store cat. What's its name? Mr. Echo. Didn't get very good footage. There was a lot of people in the store, believe it or not. It was hard to get this footage without showing everybody. Got this case here in the back. Vintage paperbacks. That's my area. A lot of hard-boiled and noir crime adventure stuff. Picked up that graphic mystery, Walk the Bloody Boulevard. The music section showed off the jazz. Always mocked for my jazz, my fake jazz. And then there is How to Ruin a Record Label, the story of Lookout Records by Larry Livermore. I love Lookout Records, a great punk label. It's where some very famous bands started. We got Behind the Glass Case, the expensive books. I believe that Gene Wolfe is signed, $750. So yeah, it's not a huge place, but it does have some books that you don't find other places. And I think that those are the kind of stores that I look for. The ones that, the stuff that they do have that I am interested in finding is the stuff that you don't see anywhere else. And I've definitely bought old paperbacks, the old Silver John Berkeleys that I got from Darkstar. Yeah, there's the beautiful painted awning outside with Mr. Echo. And now let's get to the haul. All right, so there we go. Hope everyone enjoyed that little trip hanging out with us. Our first day of vacation. People like us do on vacation, they do it Beetlejuice style. We don't go to Hawaii. We hang around the house, hang around locally. We're gonna, well, make a couple trips out to some other places. Probably won't record it though, it's a lot of work. And so yeah, Darkstar. So I've been going there since I was a kid, which in the video I said that Dave Chappelle owns the town. He doesn't technically own the town. He bought a lot of the buildings during COVID because he didn't want to see everyone get shut down. So he bought the buildings and then waived all of their rental fees for like a couple of years or something ridiculous. So he does own a lot of it. He does live out there. I've never seen him out there. But who knows, maybe someday. So what did we get? All right, so first off, the book that I was talking about that we're going to be doing for Eves that Jake had us get is the Space Olympics. When he first told us we were doing this, I looked it up and there was a paperback cover and it was very whatever, science fiction. And then I saw this and I had to have it. So this is the hardcover. It's a kid's book. It's a young adult science fiction book, I think. I don't know anything about it. So we're going to be covering that. That's not going to be for a while though. And since we're talking about the elusive exclusive book society that I do with Pulp Mortem and Secret Fire Books, which is a book club where we invite guests and everyone talks about the book that we have selected. And our next episode is on Tim's channel on Secret Fire Books, The King of Elfland's Daughter by Lord Dunsany. So I figured I'd just throw that out there in the middle of this video. I didn't get this book there. I had to order it online. Actually, you know what's a funny story? I found this online, and then I went to go buy it, and I saw that it was Darkstar. So I purchased it, and I was like, I'm going to come pick it up. Don't ship it. So yeah. So the next Ebs technically is on Tim's channel, King of Elfen's Daughter. I believe it's on the 30th. I'll put links for both of the live videos down in the description. Next up is my wife. Of course, got a horror magazine. Let's take that out of the bag. So it's on, I guess it's on a horror magazine. It's like a comic. The Haunt of Horror. Look at that cover. Beautiful. I don't know anything about it. Yeah, so it's like an eerie, creepy type magazine from the 70s or 80s, published by Curtis. Alright, so I got a couple paperbacks this go around at Darkstar. And speaking of Bob Freeman, who I mentioned, Bob Freeman, Occult Detective, who I mentioned on the way up there, he just recently posted a book haul and had the $6 Million Man Secrets of Bigfoot Pasts. And this is also one of the items that they mention in the new Men's Adventure Quarterly, the Bigfoot issue. So there's the $6 Million Man there fighting the Yeti. I think that's from the comic book. Apparently this is very popular. This is just a little bit before me, so I was very excited to find this. It was meant to be. I found this in the Western section. Logan Winter's Spectros, a master magician in the Old West. Number 4. Kind of got all those pin marks ripped off from the sticker, but it's only $2. I thought it looked fun because it's like sword and sorcery, but in a Western. Spectros. Never heard of it before. And then this I showed in the walkthrough video. I went ahead and grabbed this graphic. I'll walk the bloody boulevard. Graphics always have great covers. Let's get it out of the bag. This is in amazing condition. There we go. Beautiful. Yeah, look at that. This thing is nice. Smelly old paperbacks. That is what's up. Smelly old books in general, because that's the end of the paperbacks. Like I said in the video, in the voiceover, there is lots of hardcovers at Darkstar. It's kind of like when I think of what each store specializes in, I think of the hardcovers at Darkstar. So I got more hardcovers than paperbacks for once. So the first 3 are all by George Simenon, author of the Maigret series. I've been collecting the Maigret hardcovers, and I just assumed that that's what these were, but they're not. But that's okay. I got home and I was like, hey, these aren't Maigrets, but they're still beautiful George Simenon books. And when I forget if I did a post or if it was a comment on a post or a comment on a video, but someone had said that they like his books, the non-Maigret books, better. So there we go. Striptease. We got the Outlaw. And these are all first edition, not book club. And they all have to deal with crime and classic, the good old stuff. Crime fiction, hard-boiled. What's that one called? The Rules of the Game. And then we got the Mission Impossible. Look at that. I love the old original series. I think it's so funny how they go undercover. And like they split up. They get to the location. They're undercover. They play different parts, split up. And then they all converge at the end of the episode to get the bad guy as their undercover agents. And then they all get into the room and then they like wink at each other. It's so ridiculous. So there's Peter Graves. So that's from the second series on. He was the main guy in the first series. The first season. And had a different actor. That's very great artwork going around to the back. I'm assuming it's for a young adult, but it just says authorized TV adventure, so maybe it is as adult as, I don't know, primetime TV can be, whatever. I was stoked to find it, and then, of course, we got the Arkham Last Up. Do you know which one we got? I thought it was pretty obvious. We got Kexis, so I looked them all up. This is by Marjorie Bowman, and it said that her horror stories are based on folklore. So I'm hoping for some folksy horror tales. And I just thought that sounded more appealing than the other two. The other one was dark fantasy, and then the other was a short story collection that had like some science fiction and stuff in it. So this one seemed to be more my style. And this thing is like, it's pristine. It's brand new. I need to get the cover, the Bro Dart cover. Gotta start learning how to do that. So there we go. Beautiful end. It was a very lovely day. And thanks for watching.